Hi, my name is Cosimo Pecchioli and I'm with Alfa Laval Data Centers Cooling Solutions, and this is the fourth and last video of a series of videos about gasketed plate and frame heat exchangers. First, we talked about the heat exchangers in general and its applications, then we talked about the frame, then the plates, and in this last video we will talk about the gaskets. So we have seen that gaskets are fundamental to make any gasketed plate and frame heat exchanger work. Not only they seal the heat exchanger, but they are key in distributing the fluid. You have different materials and profiles of gaskets. In this case, it's called a rooftop, and you have another profile which is flat, but we think that this profile seals the heat exchanger better. Gasket material is one of the key factors in determining the pressure and temperature rating of the heat exchanger. In normal circumstances where there was no reason to open and close the heat exchanger, gaskets can last up to 15-20 years. Opening and closing the heat exchanger actually shortens the lifespan of the gaskets because the compression and expansion cycle affects the elastomer. And it's easy to think then that the gasket materials are all the same because they look all the same. But even within the same name, you have very different compositions depending on the vendor, and that affects greatly the lifespan of the gaskets and the quality of the gasket itself. Because of all these, we suggest to actually always use original manufacturer gaskets for your heat exchanger and contact your vendor. And so these are the basics on how a gasketed plate and frame heat exchanger is constructed and works. Many important topics were only briefly mentioned in these videos, but they deserve further discussion, like why the size of the ports is so important, pressure drop, and where do you want actually to see pressure drop. You have pressure drop at the ports and you have pressure drop across the plate. Actually, heat transfer pattern and the pros and cons, pressure depth, and many others. If you want to talk about any of these topics or if you have any suggestions, please leave a message below. And thank you for watching these videos and have a great day.